very good morning to you. Welcome to the first edition of the show for this week. I'm Yemi Adebayo.
Good morning. I'm Cecilia Amogbe.
All right, we start with the Nigeria Professional Football League. We take a review of week 28, and the stars are shining now. We've talked about the stars dimming at the bottom of the table, but now the stars seem to be shining, sunshine stars, going all the way to Ilorin to defeat ABS 4-2. We'll be talking about that on the show for you this morning.
Yeah, 6 goals thriller. Then also on the program, we'll be talking about Blessing Okagbare. Well, you will say she is really renewed and back. She got her season best this year with a time of 10.99 seconds at the London Anniversary Games.
All right, very good one for Blessing. And we move on the show and talk about this one. Round of 16 at the Wimbledon Championships. The top stars still powering on. We'll see a lot of matches today in the men's singles and the women's singles. And the highly anticipated game between Roger Federer and Grigor Dimitrov will make us talk this morning. And a whole lot of other interesting matchups for you at Wimbledon.
Okay, definitely that's where we're going to start from at Wimbledon, the big games for today. It's going to be a big matchup, as you said, starting with the men and the women, of course. Round of 16 is set, and all of them will be thinking of how they will make it to the quarterfinals. Yeah,
I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but I feel that some guys have rested well. No matches yesterday.
Yeah. And, a free day
the guys
for
that
all.
Played on Friday. The guys in Andy Murray's half.
Yeah.
So I think Andy Murray is well rested. Rafael Nadal is well rested. Some of the one or two other guys in their half well rested, but it's not an excuse anyway.
No, it's not.
I'm just saying. So interesting matchups.
Yeah. Also with the women, those who will be thinking of how they can make it to the quarterfinals, having made it to the second week at Wimbledon. Yelena Ostapenko, the lady who won the French Open, she stunned everyone unseeded, but she went ahead to win the French Open. She will be up against Elena Svitolina. Anna Koja and Venus Williams will also be in action. Seeded 10 in the tournament, talking about Venus Williams. And of course, you have Anna seeded 27. Joanna Conter and Carolina Garcia will also be in action today. Angelique Kerber and Gabi Muguruza, that's the one everyone is looking forward to. And another one is Victoria Azarenka and Simona Halep. These two matchup is going to be
Azarenka
a big one.
not rated in this one.
Of course,
mother duties and all that. But she's a top star. Top player here at Wimbledon.
Yeah, obviously. Agnes Karandwanska and Stefnina Kuznetsova will also be in action. Coco Vandaway and Karina Wozniacki. That's another one. Just take a look at this American. I mean, what she's done this year, she's been fantastic and spectacular. If she gets to beat Wozniacki seeded 5, then it's going to be a big one.
Okay, let's talk about the guys now. And world number 1, Andy Murray, takes to the courts and is, standing before him and standing in between him and the quarterfinalists, but a pair of France. We also have the big one that everyone is talking about, Grigor Dimitrov taking on Roger Federer. That's number 13 against number 3. We'll see how that goes. Rafael Nadal takes on Gilles Muller. Adrian Manarino takes on Novak Djokovic. Milos Raonic takes on Alexander Zverev. You have Dominic Thiem takes on Thomas Berdych. You also have Roberto Bautista Agut. He takes on Marin Cilic. Sam Querrey takes on South Africa's Kevin Anderson, the only African left in the. As a matter of fact, when you talk tennis these days, it's
Kevin Anderson.
Kevin Anderson. But a lot of interesting. Matchups here for the ladies. You hinted a lot of people will be interested in looking at the matches between the top seeds. Even if Victoria Azarenka comes to this tournament not being seeded, we want to see how far she's going to go against Simona Halep. That has been my pick from day one. So we'll see what happens in that one. You also have number 1 against number 14. That's talk about Kerber and Gabriel Muguruza. Both have titles to their names. So the seedings really doesn't matter. If you have title, it means you have that big game experience.
Yeah, that's the thing, because another thing Simona Halep should be looking forward to is the fact that she can even unseat Angelique Kerber if she gets to win. That's if Kerber failed to also win.
Falters at some stage.
And Kerber, from her performance this season, I'm not even looking at her at all. I'm looking at Gabi Muguruza, that she can actually cause an upset. You never can tell. But Victoria Azarenka, yeah, you know when you have your baby, 6 months old, cheering you, one of your fans cheering you up, you just want to go all out to see if you can get a win. For Simona Halep, well, okay, and it's going to be hard, so I can predict that. Then Coco Vandeweghe and Karolina Wozniacki. Karolina Wozniacki is not a lady you can predict on tour at all. So whatever happens in this one is going to be a tough one. But I think maybe Coco Vandeweghe might just cause an upset here.
It might also be a very tale story for Victoria Azarenka, because while we're talking about Victoria, I remember Kim Clijsters, ladies who have left the courts, gone to become mothers, came back. You remember Justine Henin did try to do it, it didn't work, but Kim Clijsters, I remember very well, did it work, had the baby, I mean, it was durable, had the baby walk on courts and, carry trophy and all that. Maybe that's what Victoria
Azarenka. She can do it, she's 27, I think she can do it.
And, a lot of people have talked about her, that she's having to play at times when it's not really conducive for her, because someone who's nursing a baby, that, they could have done it in a way that, all of those things will come up. But she just let her game on the courts do the talking, and we'll see. For the guys, well,
the big four, they're still there.
They're still there. Second week. I think if there's a time for Grigor to prove a point, I think it's now.
Okay, it's now. Okay, against Roger Federer. Roger Federer right now is on fire. If it was the Roger Federer of 2015, 2016, I would say okay. But the Roger Federer of 2017.
Exactly, Cecilia. If he beats him now, it gets your attention. It gets my attention. It's going to be. It's going to be, it's going to force us to really talk about it. A lot of the guys powered on to, Djokovic, all of them, a lot of interesting performances from all of them. Round of 16 matches to be played today. The top guys will be in action. This is the last game involving Novak, the Serbian. A lot of people are saying that man in a picture. Andre Agassi already working his magic. Cecilia doesn't agree, but
he's enjoying playing tennis again.
Yet. You can't say it looks fit.